All right, guys. It is that time of year. It is like Christmas around here at Sherdog.com. This is the annual Sherdog Fantasy MMA Draft season 2025, season 2026. I'm your host. My name is Keith Schillen. After how successful or maybe unsuccessful last year's draft was, the masses kept saying to me, Keith, what are you going to do? These guys made such bad picks. Who are you going to bring in to do it right? Are you going to reach out to Joe Rogan? Are you going to bring in John Anik? Are you going to get Conor McGregor? Like, we need to beef these up. All those guys canceled. So we're going to go with the usual panel all the way to the bottom left, down in Houston, Texas area. He is the Duffy to the Shillen and Duffy Show, the senior editor of Sherdog.com. He had the first pick last year. We'll get to those results soon. Mr. Ben Duffy. Ben, do you think, how confident are you that you won the title this year?
Well, if I'm pretty confident. I had a pretty good year. All I know is I didn't have John Jones, so I'm probably high.
Yeah, John. Someone had John Jones. We'll get to that. We'll get to that soon. He was arrested, which was negative 20 points. To his left, under me, he is in the great state of New Jersey. Last year, he was in Alaska. He's on his way down to Texas. This guy is like they call him a rolling stone. Some people say because he moves around so much. I say because he's got moves like Jagger. Dev says because he does more drugs than Keith Richards. What is it? He is the senior contributor, the great Jay Petrie. Jay, what's up, my man?
Paint it black. It's all over from here, boys. I tell you, circle the state. As soon as I found out the date it was going to be, I was ready. I am in shambles right now, getting ready for a move. Luckily, I'm not housed in the state of New Jersey. It is what it is. Luckily, I'm at least in Pennsylvania, where it is just as depressing and sad. Only it's a little bit more west. Man. I don't think I won, but I think I should have. And I think we'll find out why soon.
All right. So Jay is probably already crunched the numbers. He probably knows.
I actually didn't. I didn't, and that's the best part.
That's the best part. So the rest of us can cheat.
But I didn't, and I should have won. I feel some big excuses coming on. Like the shirt may be Hawaiian, but the excuses are going to be Brazilian. I can tell.
And the last
Jay
guy,
had dengue fever.
the one guy who hasn't spoke yet. We got to go all the way back to season 1, the initial season. He was the reigning champion. Could he repeat? We find out in a couple minutes. He, of course, is all the way up in the great state of Washington. Devin Tejada, better as the fans like to call Dev goes fishing. Dev, you went fishing. When you were fishing, did you catch yourself some good fantasy picks?
I caught a Jocelyn Edwards. No, not yet. But I mean, she was the star of the show last year, almost. I would say Keith's best pick. I think I might have won again. I can't even remember exactly who I picked.
All right, well, we'll get to that soon.
I remember
only there were a way to find out.
We have those. We'll get to the last year's real quick before we start drafting. Just so people know what the hell they're doing, we will each pick different fighters. They will score us points. My man Ben, do you have? I should have said this before we started. Do you have the rules up? I'll keep talking, and you pull up the rules, my man Ben, and Ben will read us what the rules were last year. I'm going to tweak them a little bit. These guys don't know I'm going to tweak them. I got a surprise up my sleeve.
Here we go.
So,
is it the only people that you arrest get negative points, and the other guys that are on your team that get arrested don't lose points?
Yeah, there you go. Jay, I'm going to ask you to pull up Sherdog.com's official rankings. We're going to go strictly off the official rankings of Sherdog.com. So you're going to be the judge. If someone tries taking somebody, we have rules depending on rankings and who's unranked. We have rules on how many unranked guys you have to draft or gals you have to draft. So Jay, you'll be in charge of that. Def, I'm going to give you an assignment. You're going to keep the order. I'm going to make the order, but you're going to keep track of whose pick is next.
Okay.
All right. I gave you the easiest job, which somehow we kept screwing up last year.
Busy work on live television.
Ben, do we have the rules?
I'm working on it. I did pull up the full draft recap from last time, but
It should be on the top. It should be right on the top.
I'm going.
All right. So, Jay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Do you want me to read the rules, or do we?
You have the rules?
Of course he does.
If I had my glasses, I would lower them tyrannically at you. But,
Okay, go ahead, Jay. Jay, you stole Ben's job. Read the rules for us.
Well, so in terms of the rules, there are currently 11 players per team. We draft in a snake order, which we do not currently know yet, so we don't know who will be first and who will be fourth, and so on and so forth. Each team has to have, and it can only have a maximum of 3 current champions. All fighters have to be in the UFC, just for simplicity purposes and because, scheduling and whatnot. And it is mandatory that each team must have 2 unranked fighters based on the Sherdog official rankings, which actually loosens things up. If we were on UFCs, there would be more to pick from because of the window. And then for weight classes, we have all of the men's divisions from flyweight to heavyweight. So there's 8 men's classes. There are 3 women's divisions, as far as I know, strawweight, flyweight, and bantamweight. We are not touching featherweight, and we do not have an atomweight division yet. And then I believe all we have left are the scores. And the scores that we posted, we'll post them to make sure, because it's a lot. There's a whole lot of them. So I'll try my best to go through them. Your fighter wins. They get 1 point regardless. Just win, get a point. If they finish a fight in the first round, they get 3 extra points. If they finish in the second, they get 2 extra points. And then a 3rd to 5th round finish, they get 1 additional point plus the win bonus. If they win on a main card, they get 1 extra point. If they are in the co-main event of a fight night, they get 2 extra points. If they win in the fight night main event, stick with me, guys, we're almost there, they get 5 points. And then for pay-per-view main card, they get 3. Pay-per-view co-main, you get 5. Pay-per-view main event, 10. Almost there. If you win or defend a title, your fighter gets 10 extra points. And the best one, the most fun, which we might actually have to up the ante. I might actually propose this one goes up if Keith doesn't have that same idea in mind. If your fighter win against a fighter on another team, you gain additional 10 points. I'm going to say we should increase that to, I'd say 15.
Or take 10 from the other guy
and
as well.
I was going to say, and take 5 from the other team, so it's a net 20.
Okay.
I was thinking that way. What do you guys think? Do you have any ideas? Can we just have it so the other team loses points? What do you think?
Well, we had, I don't know if you remember this. We did it on the air, on the fly. We had challenges last year.
Yes, we did.
Where we had the winner would get an additional 20 and the loser would get negative 20.
I think I accepted both of them, and I think I lost both of them.
Okay.
I think because I know I had Oliveira in the.
You did not. I will give you a hint. You did not. You lose one. You lost one of them. You did not lose both of them.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness.
So,
So just to wrap it up in the little part, if you lose a point. If you're finished in the first round, you lose 3 extra points. If you're finished and the fighter's finished in the second round, 2 points. 3rd to 5th, 1 point. If they miss weight, they lose 5 points. If they get busted by Combat Sports Anti-Doping, formerly USADA, you lose 10. If you get arrested, you lose 20. And if you withdraw your candidacy for the president of a nation, you lose 50 points.
Okay. Well, if you say that, then I'm negative 200 right now.
No.
Because I had McGregor and John Jones. So John Jones obviously got arrested. Believe it or not, Conor McGregor did not get arrested in this calendar year that we know of. There might be some backdoor deals.
He probably considers that a failure.
Yeah. He was found guilty of a crime.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna change it up a little bit this year. Okay. So the big thing is anything that is a gray area, I make a decision on. All right. So if anybody gets a little funny, I make a decision on. So be it. Okay. One thing is we have guys who fight multiple weight classes. You can pick them. you can pick a weight class. They're going to score points no matter what. So if you take Max Holloway, he fights at lightweight. You call him your featherweight. He's going to score no matter what. Within reason. You can't be like, oh, all right, I want Henry Cejudo. He fights multiple weights, but I want him at my middleweight. Like they got to at least have fought there before recently. Like you're not going way back in the time machine and grabbing Charles Oliveira at featherweight. Okay. The BMF title does count as one of your championship picks. So if you pick Max Holloway, then you get him as your champion. All right, I'm gonna make it more fun. I'm gonna let the listeners have their own team. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna pick the listeners. They can throw a name out there. Listen, they can do funny picks. They can do whatever. I'm gonna see some names when we tell them to throw a name. And then we're going to give them that. And we're going to see how much the listeners score. So reach out to all your friends, say, let's take out these bums. And that'll be fun. Here's the other thing I'm going to do.
Well, you know that Bo Nickel's going to be the first pick for the listeners, Zach.
That's fine. They can have him. He scored me negative points last year.
This is him giving up on Bo Nickel. Like, mark this.
Yeah, I don't like the stylistic matchup you got right already. All right. And I want to do it different. We had a challenge. I agree with Jay. We'll move up to 15 points if you get a win over somebody else's, -5 for the loser. But I'm gonna throw a challenge out there. If your guy is scheduled to fight somebody else's, we can lay it all on the line. Let's put their total points for the year versus. So if I pick somebody and I'm gonna put a challenge out. My total points for that person versus your total points. Winner take them all.
So what if you're negative?
No negative. No negative. No
but what
negative.
if you're in a bad way?
But if your guy scores 30, my score is 15 after losing, you get 45. But it's only if you agree to a challenge. You got to agree to the challenge.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Sure.
All right. All right. Don't forget, we had a half a point scorer last year. So what you're going to do is at the end, we all drafted a half a point. I'm going to let you draft it at any time. Anytime you want, you say, this is my half a point person. You're going to get half their points. You get half their points positive, half their points negative.
Okay.
All right. And I got one more surprise for you. And that's going to be during the draft. All right.
Okay.
Let's go. You guys ready? Are you guys ready to know who won last year's draft? All right. Let me pull it up. We're going to start in reverse order. Dev I can see him worried because he's the defending champion. Did anybody take his crown? Okay. The guy in last place scored. And now, mind you, last year I was in dead last place by a mile. Did I do it again with John Jones, with Conor McGregor? The guy in last place scored a whopping 5.5 points on the season.
Damn.
That person, I'll give you a hint, had the number one pick in the draft. He said, I'm going to draft nothing but non-champions. He said he picked no champions. He said, I'm going to have the most champions at the end of the season. He drafted no champions. He ended with no champions. He, of course, is the JV person to the Shillin' and Duffy show, the great Ben Duffy. Ben, 5.5 points, my man. How is that even possible? Any guesses on who your lowest score was?
You know what? Let me actually.
Steve Ursa,
my lowest score.
You surprisingly had a lot of guys in the positive, not many, but I'll give you highest. Your highest score with 16 points was Carlos Olberg.
Steve Urseg was my worst, wasn't he?
Steve Urseg was actually in the positive.
Ooh.
He scored 3 points on the season. Your worst person is the lowest score of the year with negative 23 points. He is the legendary Bellator fighter, Iron Michael Chandler. You don't forget, you made a bet and he got negative 20 points for his loss against Charles Oliveira. All right.
Head to head.
Damn.
All right. And
that hurts.
So here's where it gets really exciting. because there is a massive gap between Ben and third place. But third place to first place is extremely close. It came down. I don't want to give it away yet, but I'm going to give it away right now. We got a new champion. Third place is Dev Goes Fishing, Devin Tejada. He scored 107 points. He could have won it
Gene
if
Silva.
Gene Silva got a finish. Just needed a finish against Diego Lopez.
Gene Silva.
He did not.
Fighting turds.
All right.
Damn them.
Dev still had the highest score of the season for the 2 years in a row. Not as much as he did with Alex Bejeda a year ago, but the highest score of the season, Merab Dvalishvili with 56 points.
Oh my goodness.
But Dev's lowest, Cody Durden with -4. Dev, the masses were holding their breath. This is going to go down. You won this year. It was going to go down with like Joe DiMaggio's hit streak, the 72 Bears winning streak. Like you going back to back, you let the people down. What do you have to say to the people?
The winner is going to get this belt. I will send it to them. That belt was on the line. It'll be on the line next year. I'll be back to reclaim my belt.
So is it going down to Austin or is it coming to Rhode Island?
Oh my gosh, I have the funny feeling. That a certain Noche UFC headliner turned the tide to bump the points total and usurp and leapfrog couple people. Am I
in second place with 118 points? Really good season. However, he lost the challenge who scored -20, which made Rose Namajunas scored -17.
ouch?
And his first round pick, Macy Suzanne, went -1. My man Jay with 118 points, second place, which means all the shit talk from worst to first. With John Jones getting arrested, scoring me -20, but by the way, he still headlined a pay-per-view. He still defended a UFC championship. Still a lot of points for him. He still ended in the positive with 3 points. With Conor McGregor scoring 0, I had one person in the negatives. He was my first round pick, Mr. Bo Nickel, -1.
Damn.
He did get a win earlier, so that's why he was, but that stoppage. My highest score wasn't that high. My highest score, because of the 20-point bonus, Aaron Blanchfield, a come from behind win over Rose Namajunas. I am your champion. All hail the king. Where's the first?
How many points was that, by the way?
What'd you say?
How many points?
140 points.
Oh.
Diego
I hate
Lopez.
that John Jones got another win in 2025.
Diego
Even if he was
Lopez.
part of your team, John Jones was still involved in another win in 2025.
I might draft him again. So here we go, guys. This is how we're going to do the order. Dev,
What's
you're
the
in
order?
charge. You're in charge. Keep track of this. All right.
I'll try.
My main man, Ben. Dude, you had -5.5 points. You had the first pick on the draft. I'm going to let you pick again first. I'm going to let you go first, dude. Just because I love you.
Even though you know exactly what's about to happen.
Just because I love you, I'm going Ben first. All right. Second, I'm going to go with my man Jay. Right?
Okay.
You're right there in second place. You're right on my heels. You didn't get to win the title. So I'm going to put you behind Dev. I'm going to get you to go second. All right. Third pick. I'm going to let the people pick. I'm going to let the listeners pick. My man Antoine Willis, my man Garrett Clement. They come up with a person, throw some names out there, you're drafting. You're getting the spot. Fourth, I'm going to give it to Dev. And because I'm a man of the people, I will go dead last. You know what I mean? I saw a video this week where a kid like started a race late, holding the flag, letting everyone have a head start. That's what I'm doing. I'm letting these guys get a head start. So let's start it up. 2000 with the first pick of the 2025, 2026. We're just going to go to 225. That's not going to roll. Mr. Ben Duffy picks
for the first pick, I don't want to use up one of my champs right away. So, and I don't want to throw out a flyer on somebody that's not ranked. So what I need is someone who's ranked, is probably going to fight for a title within the next rolling 12-month period, and who I feel has, at least an outside chance of picking up that belt. Because of that, I better just snap up before any of you reprobates get any say in it. I think I'm gonna take UFC bantamweight contender Norman Dumont.
He did it again. First 2 years
She was on my list. She was on my list.
2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. Norman Dumont is the first pick in the
Norman
draft.
Dumont is the answer to the trivia question we never knew we had.
Oh, holy moly. She's going in the hall. Awesome.
But yeah,
All
she
right.
just earned a Hofa slot. Congratulations, Norman Dumont.
She's already on my hall of something. So
I told Ben last year, taking her first, she wasn't going to date him. She's still not going to date you taking him first.
Still not gonna date me.
All right. Jay, you're up. Last year's pick scored you negative points.
Last year's pick scored me negative points. I think I do. Man, I played smart last time, whatever the heck that meant. And I think I'm going to do that again. I think I'm going to start off with some smart, safe picks, and then we'll get weird. But I have to start off with a champion. I have to start off with a champion who I expect is going to win and who has a favorable matchup against a lot of the fighters that could potentially challenge him for the title. And by him, I mean the 205-pound champion, the much maligned Magomed Ankalaev, who is rematching Alex Pereira soon. And I think he's going to beat Pereira again. And I think he's going to beat the next person that fights. So I'm going to go with that one.
All right. That's gutsy. That's really gutsy.
Yeah,
because
it could explode. It could blow up in a couple of weeks or months or whenever they're fighting.
It's I mean, I understand the logic. Go with a champion, go early, go with someone who's fighting early in the year. Problem is he's going against the guy who is the highest scorer in the history of the league, Alex Pereira. Which means the listeners are up. We got some names out there. I see some joke names, I see some real names. I'm gonna go with
some of them I can't tell whether they're joke or serious.
I don't think
like Walter Walker is hilarious, but he might actually score a lot of points.
I'm gonna go.
He would have this year.
Listen, I gotta go with the listeners. The number one scorer in the league this year was Merab Zafalashvili. My man Mike Meyer. You're getting your first champion. You're getting the highest scorer in the league. I wanted him. I was gonna take him, but I'm giving you Merab Zafalashvili. The panel. Are you guys okay with that?
Yep. They asked for it.
All right.
It's fair. It's fair.
The champion. Dev, you're on the clock. Last year you went Kayla Harrison. You went your first round pick, won a title. Do you stay loyal to the girl? Are you a man who stays with one woman, or are you changing it up? Are you kicking it? Is she old news? What are you doing, Dev?
She is not old news, but I'm going to go with someone that is going to be headlining probably for the rest of their career. They're also a current champion. They also win a lot of fights quite quickly, and they get a lot of finishes. I'm going to go with my heavyweight, Tom Aspinall, and he's about to win another fight probably really soon.
I mean, how could you not? I mean, how can you not take? I mean, with my last year's champion, John Jones, leaving, I mean, this is easy pickings for him.
Running.
So I'm up. And listen, all week long, people have been wondering. I mean, listen, the listeners knew who won. They knew I won. But all week long, people were waiting for me to be officially crowned the champion. People kept running up to me, and they said, Keith, I want to be a better person. What's a quality I could have? Please tell me. And I said, you know what's the most important quality you can have as a person? Is when times are bad, you stay loyal. You become a loyal person. You show who loved you. For the third year in a row, first pick of the draft, I'm taking my man. I'm taking my first unranked. 3 years in a row, I'm taking Mr. Bo Nickel, middleweight.
What a swerve.
I'm taking Bo Nickel, middleweight.
This feels like a dynasty fantasy football league where you just keep your players from last season and just carry them over.
Just hang on tight to Julie Edelman. Just nothing happens to him.
Keith is willing to carry this torch even if it burns him. And I'm happy for you.
All right.
I mean,
I'm going. It didn't burn me last year.
I have to give you extra props for this pick knowing the situational matchup he's about to encounter, respect. No joke. That's a pick that's going to bite you, and I'm looking forward to it.
No, he's not. He's going to knock him out. All right. I'm going unranked again. Because that's how I do unranked. I'm going unranked again. But I'm kind of cheating. I'm kind of cheating a little bit. I'm going to women's bantamweight.
Oh God.
Oh God. I'm going with the greatest female fighter of all time. I'm taking Amanda Nunes.
I knew it. I just knew it.
Unranked to champion. You heard it here first.
Amanda Nunes is a currently unranked UFC fighter on either featherweight or bantamweight.
She's gonna fight once.
I do love Kayla Harrison, but come on, you get an unranked, you could win the title. I gotta go with Amanda Nunes. All right, second round. Dev, you start off really solid. I mean, you went with probably a guy that has a good chance to be the highest scorer in the league. Can you follow it up?
So what I'm going to do is somewhat of a strategic pick, even though this person is also, you know what? I'm going to actually pick an unranked person. No, well, let me go head to head with your most recent pick, because if I win, we'll see what happens. I'm going to go with Kayla Harrison.
Ooh,
that's a head-to-head. And Amanda Nunes is a killer, but I also do remember she has been out wrestled in fights before.
She has,
and I've seen her tap to strikes.
She has. That's a good pick, Dev. That's a
Ooh,
good.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that extra little oomph behind it if you guys agree to that.
So listen, Dev. I mean, we got an extra 15, 20-point swing. Are we doing it all? Are we betting all the points? Do you want the challenge?
So just to clarify.
Do you want the challenge?
Just to clarify, by all the points, you mean just in that matchup, who wins the negative and the positive? So in other words.
No, I mean for the whole year. Like if Amanda Nunes fights again and she scores 20 points, those points go to Dev. All the points for the year, all positive points, points for the year. You steal all their points.
You steal the points. Oh man, I like that even more.
Only positive.
I like that even more. Oh, that's diabolical.
Dev, do you want to do it?
Do you?
Hell,
you're putting me in a corner.
No, I'm not taking it. I got some old bag coming back. They're probably fighting at the White House.
Do you want to just don't?
They're probably
do you want to take it?
Lawn. Kayla came in with 2 gold medals wrapped around her. Coming out the Hulk Hogan's theme song. No, I ain't taking that. No way.
All right.
So now the listeners are up. First pick was solid. Marab. We got a couple names out there for the listeners. You got Walter Walker. You got Alex Hernandez. Do we have any last minute ones coming in from the listeners? We'll throw one on for their team. They already have a bantamweight. Is anybody liking one of their picks?
I considered this for myself.
I don't know. He just went down to injury. We don't know how long he's going to be out for.
Okay.
He was fighting RDR, and he was
no. That's You're thinking of Anthony.
You're thinking of Fluffy.
I'm thinking of Fluffy. I'm sorry.
Are we
this
cool
is the guy on a hell of a streak.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Meyer throws out Wei Lee.
Oh, okay.
She was the champion, so you can have her 125. You can have her strawweight.
Right.
What are we thinking? I'm gonna let Dev make a pick. Which will they name? Do you have Walter Walker, Alex Hernandez, Wei Lee? What do you want?
Survey says
Walter Walker going with the unranked heavyweight for the listeners.
That will be the LOL pick. That will be the new Jocelyn Edwards.
He gets
a heel hook 3 more people this year.
Gets a lot of
probably.
He's an unranked fighter.
All right, Jay, you're up. Second round pick. Your first round, you went with a champion. Do you go back-to-back championship?
I do. I feel like there's 2 ways that we're approaching the draft. I'm either approaching it from a perspective of the most highly desirable fighters in our mind's eye, or the fighters that we think is going to be funny to pick first. That Bo Nickel would not be picked probably by anybody else. So the fact that you picked it first is entertaining. I'm going to go with boring again, and I'm going to go boring with a statistical edge against me. And I'm doing this knowing I shouldn't. I'm sticking my hand to the lion's mouth knowing I should not do this. He is over the age of 35, or at least he's over the age of the contention for lighter champions to defend their titles. And I'm not talking about the one you're thinking. I'm talking about the Cannibal, the flyweight champion that has some excellent matchups ahead of him, that I would favor him against most of them by a sizable amount. I'm going with Alexander Pantoja at flyweight champion, pick number 2.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Pantoja's the man. You could just say, dude, I'm taking the man. We all would know you said you're taking the man. All right, Ben, you didn't learn from Norma Dumont.
I'll take men's flyweight contender Josh Van.
Oh, we got a challenge one.
So
I was going
kinda-
Josh Van next. I had a
love
great
it.
speech. I had a great speech lined up while I was taking him. Oh, Josh Van. Are you guys willing to do it?
Is it official yet? Is it on the books?
Oh, wait, it's not officially signed, right?
Yeah, but
Yep.
we'll circle back around because I'd be interested in having that conversation.
Yeah,
Maybe in the next hour that fight will be announced.
Yeah.
Let's get on it. Let's get someone.
Yeah,
Dame, stop calling people around. Let's get that thing announced. All right, so we finished the second round. Ben just took my favorite fighter. I was kind of sleeping on. I was letting him slide. I think I'd get him later. Ben, you're on the clock. Third round. This is where the money is made. The third round. This is where it starts getting a little. The big names are kind of off the board. The sneaky guys come in. Who you got?
I am going to take. I'm going to take Ilia Topuria.
Ooh, he goes another champion. He's going.
Which weight?
Oh, at lightweight.
All right, he gets Ilia Topuria at lightweight. I mean, obviously, champion scores a lot of points. He's like the headlining champion. He's not doing the co-main events. He gets a lot of finishes. Not only does he get a lot of finishes, he gets finishes over other people's guys. That's big. It's coming back to Jay. You only got one more champion spot left.
I'm holding that one.
I don't have a champion. I don't have a champion yet.
I don't have a lot of champions I'm really confident in. I mean, as we can tell, the parity is actually exceptional or terrible because most of the champions don't have defenses, or they have one or two. So we're in a very unique league this year with champions not defending very often and very frequently and very successfully. So I'm not going to go with a champion there. I'm going to go with a fighter who I think is one of the few UFC non-champion headlining names where if he gets in there, he still can carry a pay-per-view or maybe number the co-main spot. I think he's too big to headline a fight night, but maybe with the Paramount deal, things will shift and we'll actually have fight cards that the UFC cares about. Who would have thunk it, guys? So for my lightweight pick, I'm picking former champion Charles Oliveira.
Oh, Charles! I try to be all cool and say you're picking Gaethje. You goes Charles Oliveira.
I'm not going with Justin Gaethje because I don't know if he's going to fight more than once again.
It's always a good strategy to take a guy who just knocked dead in his last fight. So
sure am, and he's fighting another striker who's going to be able to do that too. So
all right,
buckle up, Buckaroos.
All right, the listeners are up. Some names they threw out here last minute. All right, Charles Johnson, Nasruddin Imavov. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Pick one of those, Ben. Who are you giving the listeners?
I'm letting them have Imavov.
All right. I mean, the guy's obviously he might possibly be the number one contender. Middleweight, I like that picks. So right now the listeners have one champion in Marab. They got obviously a top challenger in Imavov. They have an unranked. So they kind of balance. They're balancing the team out a little bit. Dev, you're kind of going with the names. You got two champions. You only got one champion spot left. You got the big scorers. You got Tom Aspinall. You got Kayla Harrison. Drop another hammer for us. 3 picks in a row. Who you going with, Dev?
This is a non-champion pick. And and this person is up for a very, very tough challenge. One that is, I mean, for people in the know, they understand how tough this challenge is. But if they do win this, they'll maybe fight one more time in the next year, maybe not. But I'm gonna go with men's welterweight. And who's calling it is Islam Makhachev.
Oh, he's going Islam Makhachev, and by like sneaky, not a champion.
Not a champion.
So that was a really sneaky pick. He could, man. That was better than time, man.
Yeah, big Dave.
I mean, when you're like Dev, and you got no social life, you got no girlfriend, you got no kids. You got no job. You got no hobbies. I don't know if I'm just talking shit. But,
jeez, no life. He's depressed.
So Islam, I'm assuming you said welterweight. He's fighting at welterweight.
Yep, welterweight.
I don't care. You put him anywhere you want, but we'll put him down right now for welterweight. All right, I'm up. I've been talking a lot of shit. Haven't been looking at any names because I've been talking. My wife just called me. This is how committed I am. My wife's away right now. She called me, say goodnight, check in. I said, bitch, I'm drafted right now. I said, bitch. I said, don't be interrupted the champion. She was calling me. She wanted to say goodnight because she knew the amount of women that were flocking to me after I won the championship. All right, I got a couple names out there.
Just wait till you get that gold belt, man. You'll be slaying.
It's plastic.
He'd just be walking into the bar. Who want the Sex Matumbo? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, look what happened to Tim Sylvia. You can do that.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's a name that just keeps jumping out at me. The listeners have already called it, but I'm stealing it. I'm grabbing my first champion. I'm putting her. She's going for her second title. She blew me away last year. I'm going to move her. I'm going to put her at women's flyweight for me, scoring points. I'm taking Wei Li Zhang Wei Li. She doesn't fight a lot. That's scary. She's got a hell of a contest. But I think she's going to do it. So, spoiler for your preview, I'm taking her to win. I'm taking Wei Li Zhang as my female. I already got two females showing I'm a man of the women. I love women. So we're going to take a break for a second because
I'm sorry. I want to ask the team, do you guys think she should count as a champion?
No. She's relinquished her title.
Because she's challenging for a title.
Oh, she gave up the title.
She relinquished her belt, right?
She relinquished.
I forgot.
So that means there was no champion used there.
No champion. Jay just wants me to dominate even more. I forgot about that.
Keep it on the level. Keep it at 100.
I forgot. I was thinking that she was going for Jay score. Now I'm gonna, instead of 140, I'm gonna score 240 now. All right. Here's the big surprise everybody's been waiting for. Are you guys ready for the big surprise?
The reveal.
From this point on, you get to steal one person's pick, but you can't pick anybody who's already been drafted. From this point on, from the fourth round on, when your pick is up, you say, I want Dev's pick of boom, and you steal them.
All right. Nothing already that we've pre-picked from just whatever we go from this point.
So remember who you got. So you guys can't get Bo Nickel. I know you all want him. Can't get him. We're all been dying to get Norma Dumont. Ben wrapped her up the first pick. From this point on.
The 2025 Yankees Swap Fantasy MMA Draft. I can't wait.
And the listeners get to steal someone too. They put in the chat. They say steal. Put it in bold. Steal. All right. So I'm up. I got the fourth pick. I've been looking around. And this guy's got a tough matchup. But headlining cards wins fights. And winning championships. Headlining cards. Headlining pay-per-views. Winning championships. And beating other people's picks. That's how you score it. I'm going to take the highest score in the history of this league. I'm going to take multi-weight class champion. He could, because this is a bold prediction, he wins heavyweight, he could still win heavyweight. He could win 2 titles this year. I'm taking Alex Pereira.
Stolen.
All right. So now I shouldn't have given that much of an introduction. You can steal him. He's up to be stolen. So remember that. So now I don't even know who's up. Who's up? Dev?
Dev.
I'm up.
Dev could do the fight. Oh, hold on. Once the fighter is stolen, they cannot be stolen again, correct? Or is it steal for all and the last one that gets Alex Pereira's
You get one steal. You know what? Let's say once it's stolen, they're locked.
Okay, that's fine.
Once it's stolen, they're locked.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a white
Dev, you're
elephant.
up. You can steal Alex Pereira. You can make your own pick.
I'm gonna make my own pick, and I'm happy that the listeners are putting this into the chat, but it's someone that's been on my radar like right away, and she has a fight coming up, and I do believe she will win this fight. I do like her style. She is a little bit older, but I do think she has everything it takes to be the champion in this division. And I think with a win based off of where she's located and the country that she fights from, the UFC likes to go to this country often. The UFC loves to push these Canadians up. Give me Jasmine Jasudavicius as my women's flyweight pick.
Dev, not all of us are that educated. Canadians, what country are they from?
I have no idea.
There's a country.
France, depending on where you are there.
Yeah.
All right, up next.
I swear,
Jay,
I thought you were going Verna Jandiroba the whole time. I swear, I thought it was Verna Jandiroba.
Oh, no.
Jay's got 2 champions.
No, we got to give it up to the listener first.
Oh, the listeners are up.
Yep.
I was going to give him Jasmine Jasudavicius. They were agreement. They were coming to Jasmine Jasudavicius was bringing the people together,
That sounds like a
uniting
steal
the world.
That sounds like a steal to me.
Uniting the world. They want to steal? I'm going to give them 10 seconds. They put steal in the chat.
Someone puts, yeah.
Yeah.
If not,
Mike, Jordan, Antoine,
anybody want to
steal in the chat?
Steal?
Oh, there they are.
Mike's going to steal. Anybody going once? Going to stole that with the first steal of the draft. The listeners are stealing Jasmine Jasudavicius. They are gone. They are on the. Actually, I wrote them on the listeners, so that was good. So, Dev,
what if that was all a trick?
All right, yeah, you're setting them up. So now, Dev's short a player. We'll get to you. You're gonna have to make it up later. Up now is Jay.
Well, I gave out my pick already because I thought Dev was going to take it. So I'm going with Verna Jandiroba. There's no doubt about it. I like her. It's weird. She lost to Mackenzie Dern when they fought the first time, but for some reason, seeing a 5-round fight, Verna having the edge, even though she's older, even though she has more wear on the tires. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a gut thing, but I think we're going to have. I think it's because of chaos. Because Verna Jandiroba as a UFC champion, I can't imagine more frustrated matchmakers trying to sell a Verna Jandiroba championship fight. So I am in. I'm on the Verna bandwagon. Let's ride it all the way to the mountains.
I'm still not sure the UFC is going to let that match happen. All right, Ben, you're wrapping up the 4th round. This is when it gets a lot of pressure. A lot of people can crumble when it gets hard. People are stealing, people making good picks in front of you. You haven't made a good pick yet. What are you doing?
Oh man, well, no pressure, lots of shade, no pressure. I am gonna go ahead and grab my first unranked pick. Gonna get someone that I think is gonna probably fight at least a couple times. Probably gonna win them all. Probably get at least a couple finishes. But I think is far enough away from title contention that they're not going to run into the buzzsaw that's at the top of this particular division. I'm going to take currently unranked men's bantamweight, Montel Jackson.
Ooh.
Montel Jackson. All right, so we have an unranked from Montel. How many unranks do we have to take?
2.
So I already have my 2. Ben has 1. Jay and Dev both have to take 2, and the listeners have 1. So listeners still have to take 1 more. All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to assess teams. I'm going to kick it over. To Jay. I want you to give your brief, just an assessment. What do you think you did right? What you did wrong? Go.
What I did right, I stuck to fighters that are going to be in title fights. I think that's important. I think that's going to give me the possibility to get the most bonus points. But I also used a lot of my high picks up early, so I'm going to have to be digging around real quick for like talented bantamweight, for example.
All right, let's kick it off. We're in the 5th round. Ben's in the dark over there. He just picked Montel Jackson. A lot of people expected Montel Jackson going drafted, maybe a late round pick. He's going up for early 4th round pick. Ben, you're up. Jay's not even thinking. He's thinking this is a 3-team league. Show him why he's wrong, because this pick right now is who?
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and get another. No, you know what? I will take Carlos Ulberg at light heavyweight.
So you went. They're staying loyal. He was your highest scorer. He's sneaky shot at winning the title. He's maybe 1 win away. All right, not bad pick. So now, Jay, you're back up. We're getting a lot of Jay time. This is what the people want. They keep asking for Jay. Jay, who you got?
I'm going to use up my unranked pick now, and I'm riding a hot hand. And it is a very risky hot hand. And there's also one, like Duffy's pick, that it'll take a few more wins to get up into the buzzsaw of the welterweight division. No, wait. You were talking about bantamweight. Anyway, welterweight, bantamweight, similar in nature of the high levels on top. Yes. So I'm going to go with a guy who's on a 4-fight finish streak. Have they all been knockouts? I think they've all been knockouts. A very tall, lanky gentleman who likes to lean back, and I believe my dear friend and analyst says that he pillars a little too much. I'm going to go with Sam Patterson, welterweight, an unranked guy who I think could make some waves, or could absolutely get pasted in his next fight, and I would not be surprised.
Oh my Lord, Sam Patterson! What is going on? Oh my God, I knew this. I thought this repeat was going to be easy. I didn't think it was going to be.
I told you we were going off the rails. I just had to start off professionally. You know, it's kind of like it's wearing a jacket over my Hawaiian shirt and then revealing.
All right. The listeners are up. All right. The listeners are up. Let's hear their pick. We got a couple options out there. I see Manel Kopp as an option. A lot of people, they're naming some people that already picked. Charles Johnson. So we got a couple options at flyweight. I see Cody Brundage as a possible pick out there. Ben, I want you to give him somebody. You have a couple options. They can throw some names out there what Ben's thinking.
Yeah.
Give him a pick.
Well, and I know there's like a 5 or 6 second delay, so I'll give them a moment to throw another name in the chat if they want to. But otherwise, I'm leaning towards giving him Manel Kopp. I think that's a solid pick. Even if he decided, screw 125 and moved up to 135 2 months from now, that might let him fight more often, and he'd be busting people up at the level of bantamweights he'd be taking on. So, yeah, we got a thumbs up from Mike Meyer. It is Manel Kopp. I'm slotting him in at men's flyweight, but it's a long year.
All right, Manel Kopp. So, Dev, you're up. I don't know if Manel Kopp will be fighting at flyweight, but he doesn't fight a lot. But when he does, he can get finishes. He's a dangerous striker. Dev, you're up. You need guys that can get finishes and score some points. Ben hated his pick so much he ran off screen. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully his house is on fire or something.
Well, Ben has abandoned his picking post to cups and Pop-Tarts.
He said I'm out of here. I am gonna go with an unranked pick, someone that I was really impressed with recently. They are a brand new fighter to the organization, so they have no fights in the UFC, and they won 2 weeks ago on the Contender Series. I was so impressed by their performance. I'm going to pick my women's 115-pound fighter, Carol Foro. She won via knockout. She really reminds me of a John Lineker, a kind of 2.0 version of Jessica Andrade. She gets a lot of knockouts, has a lot of big power, and it'll give me more of a reason to be excited to watch her fight. And I think she's going to get some knockouts and probably fight a lot this year.
All right. And I'm finishing up this round. I'm looking at, I got a couple spots. I got heavyweight. I have, so I got to go heavyweight. I got a lot of the women's. I'm going to be the first person. Ready? I'm going to go with my half a point scorer.
Oh,
Let me ask you this question. I'm picking the second person. Can I switch them? Can I put my other guy? I want you guys. Can I switch? Put my other guy in my half point and take this person as my full before I say who it is. I want you guys to vote. Dev says no.
If you've already picked the full point person, I think we should keep that.
All right, and my full point person is going to score a lot. I don't care. This guy's going to score me a lot. Half point. All right. So
you're the host. You're hosting this, man. You can do whatever you want.
No, it's all right.
Do whatever you want, man.
I know. I should. I almost put this guy in my half point, but picking Bo Nickel in my half point right off the bat would be kind of cheesy. But I'm taking the only guy. See, the reason why I'm taking this guy, the only guy that can beat him, I already have Bo Nickel, so I'm scoring points no matter what. I'm taking the guy who I had as my half point last year. I'm taking my first champion. I'm taking Hazmat Shemaev.
You have to say his name properly to pick him.
Listen, I don't even know how to say your name. Well, how did I say his name?
You nailed it.
Oh, I said it right?
Yeah.
No. Shemaev. Did I say that wrong?
The first name.
Hazamat. Kazamat.
Keep going. You'll get it.
You'll get it.
Oh, fuck.
You're live.
That started watching fights in like 2012. Shut up.
4.
All right. I'm up again. I mean, you guys want me to take a round off? Want me to take a round off so we can kind of get you guys to catch up a little bit?
Dev already has. He only has 4 picks.
You took the first round off.
All right. I'm going to go. Let's see.
That's a criticism of your Bo Nickel pick, by the way.
I know. I was ignoring that nonsense. I'm going to go. Shoot, I don't want anybody. I guess I could take another champ. I just don't believe. There's not many champions left out there. All right. The way to win this is to continue to not only pick champions, but people who would become the champion. I'm going to take the new strawweight champion, Mackenzie Dern. Jay. You want to do it?
Oh yeah.
The points?
I am confident in Janjarelba over Dern for no reason whatsoever.
All right. All the points?
All the points,
All the
baby.
points. Boom. I don't even know if I'm taking Mackenzie Dern to win, but hey, whatever.
Now you are.
All right. I have all my women picked. Who's up? I don't even know who's up.
Dev time.
All right. So I'm gonna go with men's bantamweight. And I'm going to go with someone that is not in the rankings. I'm going to do my other unranked pick. There was a dude that just won in the Contender Series this past Tuesday. He calls himself the best fisherman. I was really close to picking him just for the gimmick, but I've got a little bit more faith in this guy here. Give me Malcolm Wellmaker as my men's bantamweight. Nifty pocket boxer, very good lead check hook, and I think he's going to be knocking some dudes out. I think he's got a fight booked as well.
All right. Listen to tell you, take another bong. Rip. That pick was horrendous. All right. So the listeners are up.
Contender Series.
The list is up. They were so upset. Once we picked Jasmine Jasovicius, they were very upset that they stole him, but I guess that wasn't the consensus pick. They went flying. They picking a lot of guys the same weight. Let's throw some names out there, listeners, and we'll give you need a light heavyweight, a welterweight, a lightweight, a featherweight. You can also go women's bantamweight, women's strawweight. You can go a half a point, but you did use Jasmine Jasovich, so you cannot steal again. Anybody want to throw out? You know what? I'm going to give him somebody. Is that right? If they don't throw it, Khalil Roundtree. I think that's a really good pick. What do you guys think of Khalil Roundtree pick?
It's a great pick.
I think that's a good pick.
Yeah.
I think it's a damn good pick.
I think it's a really good pick. I think the listeners will whoop their ass.
I'm watching their team stack up going, oh boy, there's a lot of these fighters that are knocking on the door of a title shot, and then there's another that's right there too.
All right, Jay, you're up. You can keep being mesmerized by the listeners' team, or you can try to improve your own team.
They're snake charming me. Can you steal? If you steal a half point, do they have to be a half point for you?
Yes.
Okay. See, that's why I'm not.
No. Go ahead, steal them. Go ahead. No, you can steal them. I don't care. You don't have to put them in your half point. Put them anywhere. Yeah, put them where you want.
No, maybe no.
I'll let you steal Bo Nickel if you want. I know it's against the rules.
Oh boy, no, stop digging. You already hit oil. No, I'm actually going to break things up all the way. Let's go to heavyweight. Let's go for a guy who I think is going to win out every fight except for against the champion. So maybe that gives me a couple of main event victories. I'm going with Alexander Volkov, a guy who I thought beat Sherdog.com and should be fighting for the title, even though we know exactly what happened when Tommy Aspinall ran through him last time. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Volkov because I think he's going to headline more often than Derek Lewis, and that was my consideration, headlining opportunities.
He's already got a fight booked.
Against
all right.
Gelton Almeida. Oh, boy, that's a tough one.
Oh, in closing up the round, we have Ben. Ben, you're on the clock. You started to get some traction with Josh Fan and Carlos Alberg. You got some names, Ila Tapore. You got a fan favorite, Noma Dumont, Montel Jackson sleeper. I'm going to go make a bold prediction about your team. I want to say you score more than 5.5 points this year.
Well, in that case, I better
Six
take
is a possibility, man. 6 is a possibility.
You know what? I'm going back and forth between Kelvin Gastelum and Cedric Dumas right now.
Okay.
And,
You already have a men's light heavyweight.
The weight cuts and the rest.
Yeah, you already have a men's light heavyweight.
oh.
Or Kelvin can be your heavyweight pick.
Ooh. I actually am gonna pick myself a heavyweight. It's someone that I think could fight 3 or 4 times in the coming year and probably win them all without maybe breaking right into the title range where I have to worry about him taking a bad loss in a big fight. I'm going to take the happiest man in Croatia, Ante Delia, as my heavyweight. He's healthy. He's in the UFC. He's crying tears of joy. He's going to want to get back in that cage fast.
All right. So Ben, I was after picking Hazmat Shemayov and butchered his name, I instantly crossed up Delia because I'm like, I am not getting embarrassed by not being able to pronounce his name. He was coming up on my list.
Damn.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
Damn.
So I appreciate you taking that for me. He was high. He was my number 1 heavyweight coming up.
Him and his 3 nipples.
All right, Dev. I want you to let's look at your team. I want you to before we start the next round. You got a heavyweight champion and Tom Aspinall. Yes, sneaky Islam Makhachev, not a champion pick. That was a sneaky pick. Obviously, historic. It's a balance. He's going to score a lot of points if he fights. Problem is he doesn't fight. And then you got the champion, Kayla Harrison. Am I missing? I only have 3 people. Did I stop writing down your team? Who else did you pick?
2 unranked fighters.
What?
Carol Foro, and then I picked Malcolm Wellmaker.
All right.
And he was stolen in round 4.
And I stole my Jasmine Jasudavicius.
All right, Wellmaker, you took. And who was the other one you said?
Carol Foro.
She just fought in the Contender Series.
Yeah.
All right, and that's always a good pick. All right, great job making a debut. All right,
She's gonna murk like 2 random unranked really bad. Like she's gonna literally like women's 115 is a wasteland at the bottom, and like she's gonna knock out Shauna Bannon in her next fight. Or like
Oh,
That'd
take
be like
that
3
back.
points though, because it's a prelim.
take that.
It'll be
Take that
fun.
back. All right, so Dev. All right, so give me the pick that you liked. I'm so happy I got this pick, and then give me the pick you're like, oh shit, I should have waited, or maybe I shouldn't have picked that person. Let's hear it.
I'm happy with who I've picked. Obviously, I think the best pick is Tom Aspinall.
All right, I agree. And what's the one you're like? Oh, maybe I shouldn't take that pick.
I don't feel about that. I don't feel like that about any of them. I'm confident.
All right. I'm really glad. Third place is looking really good for you again. All right, let's go. Well, I don't even know what round we're in.
We're starting number 7, and Ben's up.
No, Ben's up again. I stopped writing Dev's team down. I don't know where I wrote Wellmaker.
The fix is in, guys. Like,
Oh my god! I put Malcolm Wellmaker on my team. Gee, that's great. I guess that was like a handicap. I guess to kind of like. All right, Ben, you're up. Got a couple international stars: Josh Van, Ilya Taporia, Kyle Solberg.
Well, yeah, Josh Van is from the People's Republic of Houston.
Wow, he's like, doesn't he have some?
No, yeah, he's from Myanmar. I'm just kidding.
He's got Norma Dumont. You got Anton Dilly. You only got one American. At the time you remember you live in Texas, the good old USA. Which American are you picking right now?
Well, I don't know who my favorite American fighter is, but the most American fighter in the entire UFC has already been taken, and that's Mackenzie Dern.
Nice job.
I want to take one of the top middleweight contenders, but I'm just worried that they'll fight for the title, lose, and then not fight again all year. And just turn into a big pile of nothing for me. I need someone that's not. I want to spend one of my not ranked ones on this one, and I need someone. I am not going to enjoy rooting for this fighter to do well, but I will be rooting for him to fight more than once or twice in the coming year. So that at least we can agree on that. I'm going to take Charbullet at middleweight. I think at worst, he gets 2 like main card, if not co-main event fights in Abu Dhabi or Riyadh in the next 12 months. And murks 2 people that are put in there for him to get a highlight reel finish against. And things, if he's accused of breaking the law over there, that shouldn't count.
Yeah. That's true. And Ben just wanted to say it because he was trying to hope I'd try to pronounce his name. So, all right, Jay.
And he's ranked too. So there you go.
Jay, you're up. I mean, I'm looking at your team. The good news is you won't be last place.
Nope.
The bad news is you won't be first place. So
the bad news is I'm about to stack the deck with another champion whom I see a bunch of rematches ahead for him. And I think that bodes well because he has been dominant in rematches other than Islam Makhachev. Hey, you know my guy. We're going with the featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski. And those are my 3 champion picks. And I'm surprised I got him in the 7th round.
Yeah, I mean, a guy who's lost like 4 to 5 fights or something like that. Yeah, that's a great pick.
Yes, sir. That's right. He's the guy.
All right. The listeners are up. They need, they need welterweight. They need lightweight. They need featherweight. They still have the half a point score. Women's bantamweight. Women's strawweight. The only person to use a steal so far is them. I see a lot of names that are thrown out there.
That Nat Silva pick is a really solid one, I think.
They already have Jasmine.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, they already took Jasmine. We could go half point. You guys want to go half point? Natalia Silva, half point. Is that what we want to go with them? We got someone put Patty. You know what? We're gonna give it to them. They put Patty on there. That it is.
Okay, Patty.
You gotta get the listeners in Ireland on your side. Get Patty the people. Come on. Everyone give me some of this. No, only I'm the one who knows how to do it. There you go. Come on, Jay.
He's from the UK though.
Join the party.
Cheers.
Patty, I went from he first joined the UFC saying this guy is so overrated, he's not going to be good. To
he's still overrated.
I still think he's overrated, but God, is he fun? I became a fan. He is so much fun when he fights. So, all right, Dev, you're up. You just said Patty Pillman's overrated. Who is not overrated? Who you're taking right now?
Boy, oh boy. So I'm going to pick someone. This is going to be my crash and burn pick. This could either work out really well or it could absolutely blow up in my face. Number one, because they're matched up. Number two, they're matched up against someone that may have already been picked or was picked last year. And I really believe in the true underdog story. It's time, guys. Dominic Reyes is making his run back at the title. He fights really, really soon. I think he can beat Carlos Ulberg. The old Dominic Reyes could beat today's Carlos Ulberg. I still have faith in Dom Reyes. Carlos Ulberg's only got a lead check hook. That's all he's got. I believe in the underdog story. Give me Dominic Reyes for my men's light heavyweight.
I love this so much for you.
You'd be better off with Dominic Cruz. I mean,
who is still, by the way, upset about Keith Peterson.
Oh, Robert Redford make a comeback before Dominic Reyes does.
He's on a streak.
All right, I should have made.
You know the things in your underwear.
In fairness, that guy's like 80. He died at 89.
Yeah,
he lives good life. You can make that joke. All right, I'm up. It's hard to host and still make good picks, but somehow I just keep doing it. I mean, it's freaking unbelievable. There's a couple guys I'm looking at. I don't know how to pronounce their names, so I'm going to skip them. A lot of Russian,
all Americans for Keith.
A lot of Russians out there. I'm going to start taking a lot of Jacksons and a lot of Smiths the way forward after somehow I mispronounced Hazamat Shemayev's name.
He's chilling with his number 7th round pick. Drafts Shad Smith to his team.
I'm looking at it. I only have one champion, so I can take another champion. There's only one champion left. And that division is so tough. I don't think he's going to hold it. Oh, I keep looking at women. I already taken all my women. All right. Shit. If there's anybody, I don't like this pick, but if there's anybody who could possibly beat Merab, I think we've already seen that fight. I'm going to go with Umar Nurmagomedov. I don't like picking the Magomedovs because they don't fight a lot, but he's at least fighting soon.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if we all put your money, if you had to pick one guy in the division to beat Merab.
It'd be Corey Sandhagen.
Father time.
Pantoja.
Yeah. Some dude with a gun.
Song you dog.
All right, give me Umar. All right, so we just wrapped up 7th round. We're starting the 8th round. All right. We're David Martinez. That would have been a good pick. All right, 8th round. Before we start the 8th round, I want to look at the standings. All right. In 4th place is my man Dev. In 3rd place is the listeners. In 2nd place is my pick of Bo Nickel. And in 1st place is my entire team. That's the standing right now.
Man, I'm not even on the list.
Unranked.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's kick off the 8th round. I'm going to change it up. My man Dev is short a player. I'm going to give my pick to Dev. Dev, go ahead. Pick somebody.
All right, so
this is for your team. I'm giving you my pick.
Based off of what we just saw this past weekend, I'm not going to pick Gene Silva again, even though I still have a lot of faith in him. I'm going to actually pick someone that I've never been really a huge fan of, but this will be a reason for me to root for them. I think they're going to be fighting for a title. They're not yet a champion. The UFC loves to go to this region as well, and more than likely they will be on the main event. I'm going to go with my men's featherweight, Lerone Murphy.
Ooh.
Wow, Lerone Murphy. All right. And I'm going to steal it right now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Lerone. All right. So who's next? So I think Dev's up. You're up again.
I'm up again. I need a woman's flyweight. I think I can still pick one more champion. I think I watched Zhang Weili get out wrestled quite a bit by Rose Namajunas. I think this is probably the last fight of her career, and I don't even know if I favor her to win it, but give me Valentina Shevchenko.
Wow. Dev's got 3 champions: Tom Aspinall, Kayla Harrison, Valentina Shevchenko. Dev, they said it couldn't happen. The people keep talking about it, writing about it. They said there's no way possible someone could pick 3 champions in the draft and have all 3 champions lose their title in the same calendar year. But Dev is a man. He says, "Don't ever challenge me. I can do it." Nice job, Dev. Way to go. Way to go. All right, I'm serious.
I don't think Tom Aspinall's losing. Do any of us think Cyril Gane's beating Tom Aspinall?
Well, of
No.
course, naturally.
No.
He's so good at wrestling.
Dev, you have Valentina. I have Wei Li. You want to do it?
Do you want to do it?
Boom.
This is Big
All the
Bank,
points.
take a little
All
bank.
the points. Do it again. I'm doing it again. That's 2 of them. I'm either winning by a huge margin or losing by a huge margin. Speaking of losing by a big margin,
Oh, no.
let's go to listeners who are watching this show. They're losing by a big
Why you're
margin.
going to Ben?
All right. We got they need. Let's see what the listeners need. They need a heavyweight. They need welterweight. They need lightweight. They need featherweight. They need flyweight. Oh no, that's my team. I'm sorry. The listeners need welterweight, featherweight, women's bantamweight, women's strawweight. They can't take John Jones. They can't take Martinez. That's one name. So they need a featherweight, a welterweight, women's bantamweight. And wait, they can go half point. Jay, I'm gonna put you on the spot. There's a lot of names out there: John Jones, Martinez, Bobby Knuckles for half points.
I thought about that, but I'm going to give him a full point. I'm going to go back a little ways to something a little over 15 minutes ago, actually. I'm going to go, I don't know, I guess I can't control it myself. I'm going to go with Michael, there it is, welterweight Michael Morales as their sneaky, oh my gosh, this team's going to kick our butts pick.
Yeah, the listeners are freaking rocking us.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I'm making up by stealing all Dev's points. All right, Jay, you're up again. You just gave him Michael Morales. So you are capable of making a good pick. You finally did it.
I'll give it up for somebody else. I'll take it.
Can you make one for your own team? You have middleweight, you have bantamweight, women's bantamweight, women's flyweight, a half a pointer, and you still have your steal.
Still have my steal. I'm not seeing anybody that's jumping off yet. And Duffy was so spot on with the top 8 middleweight cosmic gumbo mess they got going on up there. It's just they're all going to beat each other, and they're all going to finish each other, and they're all going to go like 1-1 against each other. So you really can't pick one to go against the pack. Oh man, I hate this pick because I'm not sure who they're going to throw against him next, and he sure as hell does not deserve a title shot. I'm going to go a former champion, Dricus du Plessis, who I think is going to rampage the next time he fights, which could be over, somebody like Marvin Vettori or I don't know, somebody he can smush. So we're going with that one.
All right. So Ben is up. Ben's got welterweight, lightweight, women's strawweight, women's flyweight. He's got his half a point, and he's got his steal. Is there a certain weight class you're looking at right now, Ben?
Yeah, I'm looking at welterweight.
Ooh, okay, all right. So you only kept the champion is out there. Are you gonna grab the champion, Jack Della Maddalena? You got the former champion, Bilal Muhammad. I mean, there's two names that are jumping out there. You got another former champion, Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman. You got the fan favorite, Colby Covington. Who we going with, Ben?
I'm actually going to go with Jack Della Maddalena.
Whoa, he's going with the champ.
I think. Well, not to preempt our own preview show, but I'm going to give him a good hard look at beating what I assume is going to be the favorite Islam Makhachev. But even if he loses to Makhachev, I bet he fights twice more in the next year because he's not going to get another shot at Makhachev and bust two dudes up. So I like him either way.
All right, Ben, you're on a roll.
Right now, to spoiler sorry, Keith, you're gonna hear about this in about 2 months. Islam is about minus 230 to JDM at about plus 200.
Wow,
those are close for an Islam Makhachev fight.
Yep.
And I'm still leaning towards prime picks JDM myself, so I got you boys.
Was when was the last time he had a close? I'm assuming Volkanovski, the second Volkanovski fight. Betting on it. I mean, Charles Oliveira probably was pretty close, right? No. He. I know the results were, but the betting lines. It doesn't matter. Yeah. All right, Ben, you're a little on a roll now. It's time to get a little momentum. Can you keep it up? I want to hear your pick. Can he keep it up?
Nope.
You're up again. You're up again. That was me. I was setting you up.
Okay. Do I still need a featherweight, correct?
You still featherweight.
Yep.
Yes, you need a featherweight.
I like John Silva, but I'm worried with that cut that he's going to be on the shelf for a bit and that won't score me any points for like 6 months. I don't need the champ. I just need someone that's going to fight 3 times for me and win all 3. I'll take Movsar Valiev.
He ain't fighting 3 times.
It's going to feel like 3 times.
Yeah. Fight 3 rounds.
Didn't he fight like 18 rounds in 2026?
That fight, man, the next time he's a headliner, 5 rounds of that. Ship me over to Siberia.
His fights are actually super good and exciting too, which is sad.
Yeah.
All right. Jay, is going back to you.
Yep.
We're starting to get this thing going. This is the time where, these picks start to get a little desperate. We're starting to get people posting about Ketlin Vieira, so we're getting really desperate.
Whoa.
What are you thinking? Are you going to fill? I'm eyeballing that women's bantamweight spot right now for you. Are you going to fill it?
I thought I was going to fill it, but I realized on my lists that, of course, I put together. I only have one division that has an unranked fighter that I was planning on picking left. So for my second unranked fighter, I'm going for bantamweight, which is really, really tough because of how hard it is to break in the rankings and get fights against those top fighters. And somebody like Vinicius Oliveira is ranked, so you can't go there. So I'm going to go with somebody who is on the top 18 or so, and they're going to get favorable matchups and should be able to strike their way to success without taking a lot of damage. So that means they should be able to be active. And by that, I mean Jonathan Dragon Martinez, who I think could sneak in 3 fights, get in on a main card of like the opening bout of a main card on a pay-per-view kind of thing, and just get in, having just enough name recognition to be a good unranked pick for me.
So Jay just said more words in that intro than Jonathan Martinez is.
Jonathan Martinez is going to get his next preview show
in 10 years in the UFC. All right. The listeners are up again. The listeners are looking really good. Featherweight still a spot open. Women's bantamweight, women's strawweight, and they have half a point getter. There's a lot of people they like. Diego Lopez is a popular pick right now. I see a couple people throwing out Diego Lopez. I like Ketlin Vieira for a pick for them. That's a hard, weight class to fill. Let's see, what do they have for unranked? They have unranked Walter Walker. So they still need right? If I'm correct, they still need one more unranked. So that's someone they have to look at. I mean, I'm seeing Diego Lopez name pop. I mean, I think we got to go with consensus.
I think multiple Diego Lopez.
Diego Lopez won me the league. It came down to him. Diego Lopez will be the pick for the listeners. Listeners only have 3 more picks. They need to get an unranked person. Dev, you're on the spot. Let's look at you. How are you looking at unranked right now? Do you have your spots filled?
My unranks are filled.
All right, you got Wellmaker.
Carol Foro, a fighter that even isn't on my radar, really.
All right, and Carol Foro.
Ooh.
You're up.
Unranked Kobe Smith is a hell of a pick. That just came up in the chat there.
That is a good pick. Nice, good wrestler. Dev, you're up. You're thinking hard. You're thinking real hard.
Well, this is the problem is, like Ben's statement about middleweight is very true. And then I was like, okay, well, let me just look at like the top 50 middleweights. And I scroll through them and like, it's worse and worse the deeper you go. Do I have any faith? Yeah, better. Do I have any faith in Israel Adesanya? Like, no. Sean Strickland, can he even fight? No. Now that Fluffy pulled out of a fight, more than likely he's just going to get rebooked, and it's probably going to be against like Dricus du Plessis. Do we trust Dricus du Plessis to win that fight? Am I 1,000% Fluffy's going to win that fight? No. So I'm going to pick another dude from the UK that will probably get like a fight night main event or co-main event next time they go over to that side of the pond. He fought at middleweight recently, but he's bounced back and forth in between 2 divisions. As my middleweight pick, I'm going to go with Michael Venom Page.
He said he wants to be more active.
Yeah, he's going to get his butt kicked against the top guys in the division, though. But
see, I don't think I think they'll give him a fun fight that he'll just, they'll probably give him a favorable fight as they seem to be doing for him.
It sounds more and more like Wonderboy could be the guy if that turns out that he doesn't stay at 185.
All right.
They'll
so
probably make him fight Wonderboy at 85.
I got 5 spots to fill because I gave away my pick. So I got heavyweight, welterweight, lightweight, featherweight, and I'm looking at the money visit weight class, the fun weight. I'm looking at lightweight, featherweight. I got a guy that can fight both of them. I'm taking another champion. I haven't taken the champion. But you said, what are you talking about, Keith? Featherweight champion Alex Volkanovski is taken. That's true. So I guess I got to go with lightweight champion Ilia Topuria. No, but he's taken. So what are you doing, Keith? I'm going with the baddest motherfucker. I'm taking Max Holloway. No, don't be that bad of a motherfucker and fight Ilia Topuria. Like, fight like the old hat. Fight
Charles Oliveira.
Fight Gaethje again. Fight Oliveira. Fight Dan Hooker. Like, do that. So I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna slot him in. I'm gonna slot him at lightweight. All right, just so you guys keeping. So now I have 2 champions. I'm up again. I'm looking at heavyweight. All right. I'm looking at, let's see, heavyweight. What do I have? Heavyweight, welterweight. Let me look at a welterweight. Let's get a welterweight. What do you think? No. I'm thinking flyweight. I got to go flyweight, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to go with a guy. He's super young. He's already good. He's super young. It's a real hard division. But he was a positive point scorer for me last year. I think he's going to do it again. I'm going to go with Tatsuro Taira for my international. I get too many Americans. I got too many All-Americans. Max Holloway, Bo Nickel, Hazmat Shemaev. I got all the. So let's go with Tatsuro Taira. All right. We're going back to Dev. Dev, you got all like, you got like the hardcore people. You're the man of the hardcores. You got Carol Foro on your team. You got Malcolm Wellmaker on your team. You got Joe Boilermaker on your team. Like, who are you going with next?
He's picking Weston Wilson next.
He's not still signed, is he? He can't be on the roster.
No,
Still. There's no way. I'm gonna go with my men's flyweight pick, and he has fought Cody Durden, who failed me last year. But I don't think this guy is a failure, even though he's a little bit older. His debuted haircut is always something that's going to stick with me. Give me Charles Johnson, the inner G.
Charles Johnson is a good pick. I love Charles Johnson. I love Charles Johnson. He's the best. He's the best. All right, the listeners are up. The listeners only have 2 spots left, plus their half points, so they really have 3. They have women's bantamweight, women's strawweight, and they have their half a point. They still have to take an unranked. That's big. So let's look at some names. I mean, they have Tatiana Suarez as a possible women's strawweight. Let's see. Jacoby Smith could be a half a scorer for them. Derek Lewis could be a half a scorer for them. Ketlin Vera, Eileen Perez, still names out there for the bantamweights. Ben, I'm going to put you on the what'd you say?
Tabitha Ricci at 115.
Tabitha Ricci. I'm going to put you on the spot. Make a pick for him. Kevin Holland's another one.
I mean, they need a strawweight, and Tatiana Suarez is the name that's come up more than any other.
Secret name. So with that said,
yeah.
So for the listeners' pick for women's strawweight, Ben has selected to give them Lupe Godinez. Yeah, we'll give them Tatiana. I love our listeners. I wouldn't want to torture them with Lupe Godinez. All right, I don't even know who's picking it. I think it's Jay's.
Yeah, I don't know if Lupe Godinez were picked though. She fights all the time.
She does fight all the time,
but not all the time enough for me to pick her. I have both my unranked picks and I have my champions, so I'm all done with that kind. So I can pick a ranked fighter. I'm going to go with a ranked strawweight who I believe she is never going to fight for a title, and that's just fine because she's going to be able to pick off the 10 to 12 to 15s of the division and just keep on hitting submissions and actually becoming the true submission leader in women's divisions. And by that, I mean the red-haired, battle-hardened Canadian Jillian the Savage Robertson.
That's a good pick.
Jillian Robertson. All right. So Jay, you only have 2 picks left, women's bantamweight and your half-point scorer, which means we finish off the round. I think with Ben. Ben, are you up?
Yep.
Ben,
I still need a strawweight.
I would like to also say that Jillian Robertson fights at 125 sometimes, so she will be my 125-pound pick because I already have Verna Jantarova.
Okay.
I need a strawweight, correct?
You need a strawweight.
Yeah.
I just want to have something to talk to Jay about. So I'm going to go ahead and take Yasmin Lucindo, who I think is going to make Robertson's face match her hair in a couple weeks here. And who knows, might be fighting for a title by this time next year.
We want to challenge it?
That's a fight. I didn't know that was on the radar.
Yasmin Lucindo versus Jillian Robertson, December 13th.
Yeah, sure enough, there it is.
You guys want to challenge it?
Let me just check her fight fighter profile.
Ben has that confidence, smirk on his face.
You know what? She knocked out Marina Rodriguez in her last fight. Her striking is coming. Okay, yes, I'm in.
We have a challenge?
Oh,
Bang! There we go. All right, so we are. We are 10 rounds done. We start the 11th round. This is when the people start getting tired. People start going to bed. Ben looks like he's already sleeping over there. Ben, do you have a sleeper to start off this round?
I need to be reminded what weight classes I need at this point.
All right, you need lightweight. You left the glamour division lightweight.
No, he's on
McGregor.
Ilya lightweight.
I took Ilya at lightweight.
You need a heavyweight.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, you already took Ilya. You need
you need. All right, so you only need 2 picks. You need women's flyweight and a half-point score.
flyweight. Yes.
Conor McGregor still an option. Half points.
I mean, if I'm taking Conor McGregor, I definitely want half points.
I just had to say his name so we can put it in the algorithm.
Yeah. Women's flyweight.
You could also go with your half-point score if you like someone in another weight class you already picked. I think right now I'm the only person to take a half-point score.
I'm going to take Karini Silva at women's flyweight.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, you probably should have put her in a half-a-point score because that's about how many points she's going to score anyways. So, all right, Jay, you're up. Your last pick?
Do the funniest thing?
Your last pick was Jillian Robertson. So the good news is you can't do worse than that.
That's right.
You got women's bantamweight still out there. You can go.
What division am I picking from?
You got women's bantamweight, and you got your half pick left. So you could still go. You could still go with the fan favorite, Ketlin Vieira. Her name keeps getting thrown out there.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do that. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. Do I go with my number one pick last year? I just haven't seen her active enough. I'm going to note. Sorry, Macy, you're old news for this and your thing. We were going to talk about that some other time. We're going to talk about a new bantamweight who is on the rise, is going to get some favorable matchups, and her name is very difficult to type for some reason on play-by-play. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, who is
nice.
I believe she is our 15?
She's in the bubble. She's somewhere 11 through 15. Yeah.
All right. That means the listeners are up. The listeners have women's bantamweight and a half-point score. So they've thrown out Ketlin Vieira. That's a name that has been out there. Eileen Perez. They've have a couple half-point scorers. David Martinez, Joaquin Buckley. Do we have a consensus on? Let's do this. Next person who types something in the chat, who we're giving. So hurry up. Someone put something in the chat. The next one comes in. There again, women's bantamweight or half-point scorer. Let's see. This the build-up is killing me. They're trying to draft Morab again. I don't know. This is great. Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena.
It's funny. The very first bantamweight came up. I was
Norma
went number one overall.
The very first women's bantamweight that came up from the chat was Eileen Perez.
I'd say give it to Eileen Perez.
Just saying.
You want to? I think Juliana Pena is funnier. But all right, we'll go with Eileen Perez. All right, Eileen Perez, even the former champion who beat.
Do they have two unranked fighters though?
All right, hold on.
No, they
don't. So they're half a point has to be an unranked fighter. So think hard. You got one more pick, listeners. Start throwing out unranked fighters. You'll get half their points.
Alexander Topuria has been thrown out a couple times. That's an interesting one.
Alexander Topuria has been thrown out a lot. All right, but they're thinking. Dev, you're up. The chat has been thinking. You haven't been thinking, Dev.
Yeah.
So, Dev, you're up.
I still need a men's lightweight, don't I?
And a half-point.
Okay.
I still need 3 weight classes.
What do I have left? What do I need left?
You have lightweight and a half point scorer left.
Okay.
You need some lightweight. I can toss you some names of lightweight. Jim Miller.
You can toss you some names.
Carlos Diego Ferreira.
Who is that? Never heard of him.
Clay Guida.
Jesus Christ. Clay Guida.
Terrence McKinney.
We are from the same. We are very close to each other.
Armin Sarukian. I don't know if he's a lightweight, but Matus Gamrot.
Dan Hooker.
Grant Dawson.
Give me for my half point. Give me Joel Alvarez.
For your half?
For my half point.
Nice.
Joel Alvarez. So he has his half point. So now we have two people with a half point. One thing people are forgetting, and I'm up, is we still have a steal. We can still sell someone's pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Jay. He's got someone I like. I'm looking at
Julian Robertson's the real deal, man.
I'm looking at Ben. He's got someone I like. Dude, I'll go against our own listeners. I'll steal one of this. Then I started looking at Dev. And there ain't nobody I like on his team. All right. You know what? Sometimes you got to go with the big men. Everyone keeps saying me take Curtis Blades. A wrestler. He looked so bad his last fight. Can I, being that all right. We said we can't pick someone outside of the UFC.
Yeah, you can have Gable Stevenson. That's fine.
I'm taking Gable Stevenson.
He's getting signed this year.
He's getting signed this year. I'm taking, dude, Ben knows me so well. I'm taking Gable.
I'll suggest that until he gets to the UFC, all wins count as half points because he can get main events because he's a name or co-main events without having to be established. All in favor, all opposed?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I didn't know what he said, but everything that gets scoring more points, cool.
If his next fight is in LFA, you still get half points for it.
Yes, get half points.
Half points, okay.
The UFC is full blast. If he's in the UFC this year, he gets full points.
All right, half points for. All right, fair enough.
Jordan Lane. If Walter Walker like heel hooks.
It's gonna be
that would be the greatest thing that ever happened in MMA.
All right, I'm up. All right, I'm up. All right, I'm looking at some guys. I don't want that guy.
You still have to fill your 8th round spot that you gave to Dev as well.
Yeah, I still have welterweight and lightweight.
You have max at lightweight.
I'm sorry, welterweight and featherweight. You're right. Yeah,
you got you.
Welterweight. All right. So there's a couple guys I'm looking at welterweight. Sometimes you got to look at the former champion and say this guy could still get it done. You know what I mean?
Me?
I'll take Bilal Muhammad. I'll take Bilal. I almost went with Sean Brady. He's a little more fun, but Bilal Muhammad beat his ass. I almost went with Ian Machado Garrett because he's fun. I mean, Shavkat's a finish machine, but I'll take Bilal Muhammad. All right. I think this is his last pick.
Yeah.
Dev, you have lightweight. Before you make your lightweight pick, you could still steal a lightweight.
I only have 11 picks for Keith right now, not including Stevenson.
Yeah, I got one more pick left.
Okay.
Because I gave Dev my pick. So Dev, you could steal somebody. Max Holloway would be an option, but he's a champion. You already have 3, so you can't steal Max Holloway. You could steal Charles Oliveira if you want him.
No, he was locked in the 3rd round.
Oh, he was locked in the 3rd. Okay, he was locked in, which means an Ilia Topuria, so you cannot steal. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Unless, nope, you can't do that. Alex Volkanovski's a champion. I was gonna say you could steal Volkanovski, kind of tricky, but he's locked in as a champion. Do we have anybody else who's fought at lightweight somewhat recently that you can steal? You could steal Patty the Batty. Dev, you call them underrated. You call them overrated, which would be the ultimate. It would be the ultimate to build them up, like tear them down, like you're not gonna take them, and then steal them at the last minute. Are you gonna do it, Dev? Are you gonna steal Patty the Batty, or are you gonna pick somebody else?
I am not going to steal Patty the Batty. I'm going to pick someone else. I'm going to pick a guy that, again, I'm going to go along with the theme of people that I'm not huge fans of, but that I know are, solid fighters, especially, with what they do to get their routes to victory. This is a guy that has fought twice a year for the past few years now. He's only fought once this year, which means he's probably going to be fighting again soon. Unless he's getting randomly knocked out in a one-off by Bobby Green, he's usually absolutely locked the fuck down when he fights people. I'm going to go with Grant Dawson. Not a huge Grant Dawson fan, but looking through the lightweight rankings, looking at potential matchups for who he's going to fight next, like I could see Grant Dawson out wrestling a Dan Hooker. I could see him out wrestling a Rafael Fiziev if I start looking at who's up there. And I'm like, I like my chances with Grant Dawson. So give me Grant Dawson as my men's lightweight.
Wow. You had a chance to light up the crowd by stealing Patty Pimlet, and instead you went with boring-ass Grant Dawson.
And I'd probably pick Grant Dawson to beat him.
Oh, my Lord. All right. The listeners up. They have one final pick. They have to go unranked. They only get half points for who. So let's see some of the unranked names that have been thrown out there. I know Jacoby Smith. That's a really fun pick. He's been thrown out there a lot. Who else did we have? Alexander
Nazim
Topuria.
Zedekov. Yeah.
All right, Zedekov. All right. Is there something anybody feels really strong? You think is going to score the most points out of those three that you're like, not just like I think this part, but I'm like, yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy that's going to do it. Anybody feel that about any of these names thrown out there?
Kobe Smith.
You feel it? Everyone feels it?
Yeah.
All right. So the last pick for the listeners is Jacoby Smith.
And it's a half as well. And it's on
half a point. It's a half point. Jay's got an algorithm. I'm gonna have to. So he's got this he's gonna know all the points, and he's gonna fact check me next year's one, which is why Jay is not invited back next year.
Yay! Wait, hold on. What?
We're getting Bob Simpson. Bob Simpson is coming.
Bob Simpson. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Jay, you're up.
Yes, I am.
You got a half point, and this is very strategic from you because you went
Alex Pereira stolen.
Oh, he stole Alex Pereira from me. Oh man, he stole Alex Pereira. Damn, that was a good pick. That was a really good pick. So he just locked himself up to get points in that main event. That was actually pretty smart.
Yeah,
that was pretty damn.
I bet right there.
That was smart. All right, Ben. I have two more picks now to do, and that really screwed me up. Ben, you are up. You have a half of one, and you still have your steal, which leaves a lot of opportunities for you. Kind of leaves every single weight class open for you to steal. Do you want to make a steal, or you going to leave it? You got to pass on the steal.
I'm going to pass on the steal. I don't feel the need to get into all the negativity,
And since you've already said all three, I'll only take a little shorter time and say two for the top three. Hockey style 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. So I am going to pick for my half-point pick.
Alex Moreno?
Yeah, actually.
Ah!
I love
there you go. UFC welterweight Alex Moreno. He's on the first 3 fight losing streak of his career. Knows he's fighting for his job his next time out. If he gets it, he's back in the win column. If he doesn't get it, I hope he'll retire, and he'd only cost me half points anyway.
Yeah, you know what? For you and your boy, future Hall of Famer Alex Moreno, I hope he wins.
Future Hall of Famer.
All right, so that leaves me. I got 2 picks. I got to make 2 picks to close it up.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to need complete silence because, when you have like a perfect game going, you have to be complete silent. All right.
You also have 1 additional champion left.
All right. I do have 1 additional champion. However, I only have light heavyweight and featherweight. And I could steal Alex Volkanovski. But I keep looking at Diego Lopez. He won me the championship. Last pick, he came up, pressure on the line. Do I steal Diego Lopez back? I have 2 champions. Alex Volkanovski is my boy, though. I love Alex Volkanovski, but he's so old. That division's tough. Yair, Gene Silva, Diego Lopez. I'm going to go light heavyweight. There's not a lot of sexy guys. I can't steal Alex Fajeda back. I would. So I will go with Azamat Mirzakhanov. And I get an additional point for someone pronouncing his name correctly.
That was sterling. Outstanding.
I was almost going to make that joke.
All right. So the last pick is featherweight. Do I go with Yair Rodriguez? Do I go steal Diego Lopez, my boy, who came through for me? Or do I take good old reliable Alex Volkanovski? He's so old. But I got to steal Alex Volkanovski back. I got to steal him back. I mean, listen, that's my boy. You know what I mean? He's going to at least headline a card. He's probably going to lose, but I'm going to take Alex Volkanovski, which means the last pick, he doesn't get a steal. Jay, you're up. You have to get a featherweight.
Oh, wow. How exciting. I get to go down swinging. Let me take a few minutes to expound upon my – no, screw that. I'm going with a hot hand now. I'm going with since I'm not going to have 3 champions, I'm going with a really hot hand. Apparently, he's a wrecking machine in the gym guy. He is the guy that has turned it all around. He was streaky. Now he's in the UFC. Now he's slaying everybody. Ben Duffy knows who it is. That's right. It is
Yusuf Zalal.
It is top. Number 9 in the UFC, Yusuf Zalal.
There you go, Yusuf Zalal. So there you guys have it. That has wrapped it up. We started with Norma Dumont. We ended with Yusuf Zalal. That's what the people want. Let's recap real quick. I want to put people on the spot. Dev, tell me Ben's best pick.
Alex Moreno.
Okay. Tell me his worst pick. You have
Alex Moreno.
All right. Ben, I want you to look at the listeners team. You got I think the listeners did fantastic. I think we have the best list in the world. But this is the kind of disagreement that me and Ben always have. I always say we have the best list in the world. They're extremely knowledgeable. They're great. Ben constantly says, "Oh my God, why do we even have the chat? They're a bunch of idiots. Why do you bother? Why do you always have to be a man of the people?" Like all that you kept saying. So tell them, who's their worst pick? They got Volta Walker, Khalil Roundtree, Nassim Mavov, Michael Morales, Patty Pimblett, Diego Lopez, Merab Dvalishvili, Manel Kopp, Eileen Perez, Jasmine Jasovicius, Tatiana Suarez, Jacoby Smith. That's a pretty damn good team. It
really is. So
We're probably going to win.
Yeah. When I say that their worst pick is probably Imavov, like that's not saying that much, but Imavov is exactly the guy I was thinking of when I thought he might fight once in this coming year, lose, and then be on the shelf with injury or negotiation or sit out or whatever, and just be a terrible pick, even though he's a very, very good fighter. So I think he's probably their worst pick.
All right. Who's the best pick?
Did they end up with Manel Kopp?
They end up with Manel Cup.
I think that's a really good pick.
It is.
Yeah, he'll fight once. He'll miss weight. Yeah, that's a great pick. All right. All right, Jay. Look at my team and tell me what is my best pick, what is my worst pick.
For the bargain, I'd say lower in the rounds, a lot lower. I'd say your best pick was Alex Pereira, getting him in the 4th round and giving him to me in the 12th round. I think that was your best pick. Let's see. If Bilal Muhammad gets in there and fights again, he's going to beat just about anybody in the division. So I think he's going to be able to get you surprise main event points there. And your lowest might be Mackenzie Dern when Werner Jandiroba just says there are levels to this game and shuts her down.
All right. Dev. I'm looking at your team. Your best pick.
Tom Aspinall.
Charles Johnson. That's my boy. Charles Johnson.
Okay.
Your worst pick. Valentina Shevchenko is going to lose, my man. Weili Zhang's going to beat her.
Mike.
All right. Listeners, real quick. I'm going to read you Jay's team. You tell me his best pick, then tell me his worst pick. You got his team is – damn, he's got a good team. Alexander Volkov, Magomed Ankalaev, Dricus du Plessis, Sam Patterson, really random, Charles Oliveira, Yusuf Salal, Jonathan Martinez, another random, Alexander Pantoja, Jacqueline Cavalcante, Jillian Robertson, Vernon Jandaroba, Alex Pajeda, and that's it. So who's his best pick and who's his worst pick? And obviously we got to wait for a little bit of delay for this to tell us, but that's his team. In the meantime, Dev, I want you to make the predictions. First to 5th.
Yeah.
Who wins? Who loses? Actually, do this. Put you on the spot. Who takes last place? Just last place.
Who takes last place? I'm not going to make it be me. But and I don't want to, do that to Ben again. So it leaves it up to 2 people. This guy stole my throne, so I'm going to have to do the Spartan kick and tell him this is Sparta. Keith, you're the messenger. You're getting kicked in the hole, dude.
All right. Ben, who takes last place?
I'm going to say it's probably me.
Oh, man.
All right. Pick somebody else. Don't pick yourself. Pick somebody else.
Oh, well, if it's somebody else, might be Dev.
Oh, shit.
Nice. All right, Jay, who takes last place? Does he have the balls
sorry,
to say
Dev.
the last?
Sorry,
I
Dev.
picked Dom Reyes. That was stupid.
I think there are some holes in Dev's team, but there are also the potential. Tom Aspinall dominates Cirogan and fights again. That's like 50 or 60 points with one dude. So Dev can either crash out or depends on if John Jones. Oh wait, John Jones wants to fight again. Yeah, Dev, so you're screwed. You're gonna get nothing from Tom Aspinall. You're gonna get just him sitting out waiting for John Jones.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
All right. And a team that's going to take – listeners, we'll throw it out to you guys. Tell us who is finishing in last place. Put that in the chat. In the meantime, I'm going to go with the guy that everyone thinks, oh, he got all these champions and, oh, he's got these sneaky picks. Problem is he gambled too much. He's going big negative points for Verna Jandaroba. He's going big negative points for – my man Josh Van's upsetting Alex Pantoja. He's going negative point. Dricus du Plessis is going to be too busy kissing his coach. He ain't fighting this year. Ankalaev and Pajeda is going to beat each other up so bad that neither one can fight again. He got a bunch of points for that fight, but nothing else. My man Jay is taking last place.
Whoa, yeah, I'm in. That'd be fun.
So there you guys have it. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the listeners. They were fantastic. We obviously do this for fun. This is our 3rd year in a row. We try to make it more fun and better. If you have any ideas how we can make it better next year, hit us up with that. If you could think of something else we should do, we'll try to do some fun things like this during like off weeks. When there's a UFC, there's previews and recaps. That's just too crazy. But if we have a slower off week or something like that, maybe we can squeeze some fun stuff like this in. Maybe you know what? I know what we can do. Pick a date. Who wants to be in charge of this? And by somebody, I mean not me and not Ben, and probably not Jay. And probably not Jay. so not me, not Ben, and not Jay.
All right.
Let's do. Before they start announcing UFC Hall of Fame, we will make our UFC Hall of Fame class 2026.
Okay.
We will nominate a guy and for each a guy or gal for each in a fight and all that for each one, and then we'll discuss it, and then we'll come after we all nominate without telling us who. Then we'll say who had the best choice, and that'll be our nomination. That'll be the Sherdogs nomination for the 2025 UFC Hall of Fame class.
Okay.
Dev, pick a good week, pick a good time, sometime next year. If you guys think of any other things, we'll do that too. So
Sounds great.
In the meantime, I'm still the champion. The rest of you guys suck. Good night.